This is Brain Bites. Tiny insights, big brain power. I'm your host, Dr. Kylie, and today you'll get a fact, story, or tip to make your brain stronger and more resilient. Let's dive in. The 4-4-4 box breathing technique. I just learned about it in my marriage therapy session. And a part of this unshakable brain journey is that we need to learn how to not only recognize emotions, but to name them, to clear them, and to be emotionally resilient. As I'm learning in my own therapy sessions with this year's difficulties that have arrived, I'm learning how to name emotions and how to feel emotions. And yes, I'm 36 and just learning this. So I want to take you on to my journey creating an unshakable brain. Part of that is becoming unshakable with your emotions because we're human and it's totally part of human experience to experience emotions and to become emotionally resilient. Your brain likes to tell you things. In fact, my session this morning was all about my panic attacks in the morning. I've had more panic attacks this year than in my entire life combined because of the difficulties of running a business with AI now so prevalent. That said, today's Brain Bite, I want to walk you through my new morning routine, even though I'm not a morning person, and I want to just wake up in the mornings and jump right to my to-do list because my entire worth has been around how much can I produce, and that's changing. So, walk through this with me. The 4-4-4 box breathing technique. You're going to count in for 4, you're going to hold it for 4, and then you're going to release for 4 counts. But not just doing the motions. It's about what goes on in your head while you're doing this. So in the mornings, when my panic and my anxiety starts to set in, and I have these thoughts going on in my head, the same can be said for you. Whenever you have these thoughts going on in your head, creating the anxiety, creating the panic, creating whatever it is that you're feeling, we're going to state the emotion, state the thought, whatever is going on in your head, you just state it simply in your 4 seconds in. So here we go. What was the last negative thought you had? Think about that. Breathe in for 4. And then at the top, you're going to hold it for 4 counts. And this is when you just release it. And you just say, this isn't true. God loves me. God has a plan for me. And you're going to make space for God to fill in the thought as you breathe out. Don't create the thought yourself. Leave space for it to be downloaded into your brain. So 4-4-4. Breathe in. Now, the breathing is strong, but it's even stronger when you have the thoughts in your head go through. Okay, here's the thought. It's not true. It's just a simple thought. It's not going to harm me. One of the biggest things I need to say. It's just a thought. It's not going to harm me. You're going to hold it. And then, like you're taking something out of the box, as you breathe out, leave the box empty. Let God replace and fill up the box. As I walk through this with my session that we just finished, I definitely need it because I'm learning to be emotionally resilient, like I said. I'm learning to even name most emotions because I just go, 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 go and shove them to the side for my entire life. And that's not healthy either. That's not going to help us create unshakable brains. So As I do my 4-4-4 box breathing, I can also incorporate this with my kids. And I'm sure it's going to help my third grader. And then my kindergartner will join in for fun because she'll have no idea what we're doing actually, but she'll just want to do it because everybody else is doing it. And then just maybe the 2-year-old can lower her anxiety and might actually sleep longer than 2 hours without calling for mom. I slept in her little bed last night. We've had a queen mattress on the floor for her because I just got so exhausted that I needed to be able to just fall back asleep with her and have space in the bed. When she turned 2 a couple months ago, we took that bed out, gave her a twin bed, and now me and her sleep on the twin bed we did last night. She did so good when we switched out the bed for like a month. Like that was a physical change that she associated that I could sleep by myself and not have to have mom sleeping with me. Well, it's digressed drastically since our initial month. And like last night when I was sleeping with her, about every 2 hours, she'd wake up, Mom. And then since I would be right there, I'd be like, I'm right here, Chloe. You can go to sleep now. And she'd just roll back asleep. But if I'm not there, she comes out of her bed, walks down the stairs into our master bedroom. It makes no noise when she's doing it nowadays. And we just wake up to her like right next to the bed. So box breathing, in 4, hold it for 4, out 4, and it's all about what is going on in your mind while you do this. Part of having an unshakable brain is being emotionally resilient. And for me, welcome into my journey because I'm starting this fresh from a perspective of not even being able to name what the 7 emotions are, 7 core emotions, as of a couple months ago, to now I'm learning how to recognize them, feel them, and work through them so that ultimately these tools in my toolbox can help me with my own relationships, becoming more connected. As my husband's been working through this the last 5 years, he's very emotionally savvy, emotionally resilient, and he's built the tools in his toolkit for the emotional side the last 5 years. Now it's my turn because everything on the outside of my life has looked great. It's the inside that I have to get to image the same thing. And I want to say that in a way that as we finished our marriage therapy session today, our coach, who I knew her beforehand, which is why we chose her specifically, is because she knows entrepreneurship. She knows what happens when you take a risk, and those risks can go well. Those risks can go south. And there were some decisions I made at the end of 24 that were just flat out bad timing because I didn't see when in the beginning of 25 how prevalent AI was going to become and what it was going to do to the entire online space, particularly the coaching industry. So your friends who were once website designers, your friends who were, it's affected a lot of businesses. So give everybody you know a hug at the end of 2025 because we all are going through this together and we're probably all being a little bit too silent about it, about how AI has negatively affected our businesses. And some of them, like mine, was a 7-figure business and it was gone overnight. So anyways, let's help each other become emotionally resilient so that we can all have unshakable brains as we move through this post-AI world together. To start off with, the 4-4-4 breathing technique and your thoughts are probably the most important during that breathing. Now, I know I always leave these brain bite sessions with an unshakable brain fact. Well, the fact is what our therapy coach, Monica, told us today, where she was headed to a family event this weekend. And at that family event, there's a specific individual who always wants to tell her, why do some people need therapy and some people don't? The fact is, everybody needs it. It's just a matter of, are you going to be humble enough to start it and to actually do the things necessary to improve your life? to improve your brain and to improve your relationships around you. I'm Dr. Kylie. Until next week.